Hello and welcome to For Luxury Travel. Today we will tell you about the top 10 must-see in Rome. Before we start, go ahead and subscribe. Also press the bell button to get the latest updates. Without any further delay, let's start. In the list of the top 10 must-see in Rome, at number 10 we have the Colosseum. The Colosseum is Rome's most famous landmark. It is a massive structure of nearly 2,000 years of history that will transport you back in time to explore the Roman Empire's way of life. The building of the Colosseum began in the year 72 during Emperor Vespasian's reign and was completed in the year 80 during Emperor Titus's reign. The Colosseum was the largest Roman amphitheatre when it was finished, measuring 188 metres in length, 156 metres in width and 57 metres in height. The Colosseum, along with the Vatican City, is currently Rome's most popular tourist attraction. It attracts 6 million visitors each year. The Colosseum was named one of the 7 wonders of the world on July 7th, 2007. Next on the list at number 9 we have the Roman Forum. In ancient Rome, the Roman Forum was the centre of religious and public life. The Forum, along with the Colosseum, is the most visible reminder of the Roman Empire's splendour today. The Roman Forum was forgotten after the empire fell apart, and it was gradually buried under the earth. While the presence and position of the Forum were established as early as the 16th century, excavations did not begin until the 20th century. It's like visiting Paris without seeing the Eiffel Tower if you don't walk around the Forum. Close your eyes and imagine yourself walking along the Via Sacra more than 20 centuries ago when Julius Caesar walked it. Next on the list at number 8 we have Trevi Fountain. The Trevi Fountain is Rome's most elegant fountain. The Trevi Fountain is also the city's largest fountain, measuring 20 metres in width and 26 metres in height. The fountain's origins can be traced back to 19 BC, when it served as the terminus of the Aqua Virgo aqueduct. Pope Nicholas V directed the construction of the first fountain during the Renaissance. The Trevi Fountain's final appearance dates from 1762, when it was completed by Giuseppe Panini after several years of work by Nicola Salvi. The Trevi Fountain is the world's most beautiful fountain. The fountain is never lonely, whether it is the daytime or when it is warmly lit at night. The area is full of people trying to sell roses in a pushy manner, which can dampen the atmosphere, but simply avoiding them is enough to keep enjoying such a special spot. Next on the list at number 7 we have Piazza Navona. The public square is located on the site of the Domitian Stadium, which was built in 86 AD. It could accommodate up to 20,000 spectators who came to see the various athletic competitions. The 3 fountains in Piazza Navona, built during Gregory XIII's papacy, are the most beautiful features of the square. Bernini designed the Fontana dei Quattro Fiumi, which stands in the heart of Piazza Navona. The Fontana del Moro, sculpted by Giacomo della Porta and later perfected by Bernini, who added the Moor image, was originally known as the Seashell Fountain. This fountain can be found on the square's southern side. The Fontana del Nettuno was also designed by Giacomo della Porta in 1574, but it remained unfinished for nearly 300 years until Antonio della Pitta and Gregorio Zappala completed it in 1878. Next on the list at number 6 we have St. Peter's Square. St. Peter's Square is one of the world's most popular and beautiful squares. It is situated at the foot of St. Peter's Basilica in the Vatican City. More than 300,000 people have gathered in St. Peter's Square for liturgies and other notable activities. Bernini designed and built the square between 1656 and 1667, with Pope Alexander XII's blessing. Aside from its height, the square's most impressive feature is the colonnade of 4 rows of 284 columns and 88 pilasters that flank it. Above the columns are 140 statues of saints sculpted by Bernini's disciples in 1670. The obelisk and two fountains, one by Bernini in 1675 and the other by Moderno in 1614, stand out in the square's middle. The obelisk, which stands 25 metres tall, was transported from Egypt to Rome in 1586. Next on the list at number 5, we have St. Peter's Basilica. St. Peter's Basilica is one of Christendom's holiest temples and one of the world's largest churches. Furthermore, it is here that the Pope presides over several liturgies during the year. The new basilica was built in 1506 after the old basilica was demolished, and it was completed in 1626. On November the 18th, 1626, it was consecrated. The temple was designed by a number of well-known architects, including Bramante, Michelangelo, and Carlo Maderno. Visiting St. Peter's Basilica while in Rome is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Visitors do not skip climbing to the top of the dome, where they will be rewarded with a breathtaking view of St. Peter's Square, and, if the weather permits, the rest of the area. Next on the list at number 4, we have the Sistine Chapel. The Sistine Chapel is regarded as one of the greatest jewels of the Vatican, Rome, and the entire world. It is renowned for its ornate decoration, as well as the fact that it is the temple where popes are selected and crowned. The building was constructed between 1473 and 1481, during the pontificate of Pope Sixtus IV, to whom it owes its current name. Giovanni of Dolci was the architect in charge of the building, and it is his only work that is remembered. Michelangelo's other masterpiece, The Final Judgment, is located above the high altar and has some magnificent dimensions, 13.7 by 12.2 metres. The Apocalypse of St. John is depicted in this fresco. Michelangelo spent 5 years of his life, between 1536 and 1541, decorating the apse. It was Pope Paul III's task to cover the murals that had previously existed. Next on the list at number 3, we have Piazza di Spagna and the Spanish Steps. The Piazza di Spagna is a well-known square in Rome. The name comes from the Palazzo di Spagna, which has been the seat of the Spanish embassy for the Vatican since the 17th century and is situated on this square. The Piazza di Spagna is located in one of Rome's most prominent neighbourhoods, near the high streets Via dei Condotti, Via Fratina, and Via del Babuino, which are home to a number of impressive 17th and 18th century villas. Piazza del Popolo is reached by walking down Via del Babuino. The Flaminio obelisk, one of Rome's tallest obelisks, was housed in the Circus Maximus and stands in the square's middle. Climb the stairs from Piazza del Popolo to the top of the Pincian Hill for some of the best views of Rome. Next on the list at number 2, we have the Pantheon. The Pantheon of Agrippa, also known as the Roman Pantheon, is one of the Italian capital's architectural masterpieces. It is the best preserved ancient Roman structure. The new Pantheon was built during Hadrian's reign in the year 126 AD. The name Agrippa derives from the location of the present structure, which was historically occupied by the Pantheon of Agrippa, which was constructed in 27 BC and destroyed in a fire in 80 AD. The outskirts of the Pantheon are normally packed at all hours of the day, either photographing the imposing structure or enjoying a traditional supper on one of the Piazza della Rotonda's terraces while watching various street artists perform. Finally, on the list at number 1 we have the Catacombs. The Catacombs are underground passageways that have been used as burial grounds for centuries. The catacombs were used to bury Jewish, pagan, and early Christian Roman people from the 2nd to 5th centuries. The term catacomb derives from the fact that the first excavations to be used as a burial site were carried out on the outskirts of Rome next to a quarry site. The catacombs of Rome provide a unique opportunity to see the funeral remains of those who were buried many centuries ago. Travelling through the dark and damp passageways is interesting, as you can see inscriptions with the names of people who once inhabited them alongside the niches. Because of the high infant mortality rate at the time, there were several spaces prepared for the infants, as well as some larger graves where the whole family was buried. That is all for today, folks. Tell us in the comments section, what is your point of view about these places? See you soon with another amazing video.